Now let's take a look at the food bill that's causing controversy and confusion. The government says it'll ensure the food we eat is safe, while opponents say it's excessive regulation, and despite public submissions, there hasn't been enough consultation. We'll discuss those issues in a moment, but first, Brooke Dobson explains a little bit about how the bill will work.
The law around how the food we eat is produced, handled and sold hasn't changed for 30 years. The new food bill will cater to more than 35,000 businesses and 200,000 casual food traders here in New Zealand. It's a hefty piece of legislation and isn't one size fits all. Depending on the risk posed by a certain food, trader or business will determine the regulatory system it needs to operate under. Food Safety Minister Kate Wilkinson says high-risk businesses such as baby food manufacturers and restaurants will fall under a stringent food control plan. Medium-risk businesses like prepackaged food manufacturers and bakeries will be more flexible under a national program. And the lowest risk categories, such as farmers markets, roadside stalls and charity sausage sizzles, will incur no extra costs but will receive food handler guidance information. The draft food bill has been open to public consultation over the past 4 years and in 2011 went through Parliament's Select Committee with cross-party support, but it has its fair share of public opposition. An online petition to the bill now boasting more than 15,000 signatures. There's no doubt more public knowledge is needed with the food bill, with conflicting arguments over whether it affects the age-old Kiwi tradition of living off the land and sharing produce and seeds with their family, friends and neighbours. The controversial legislation is now waiting to proceed through Parliament, but there's no knowing how soon it will be served to the public.
Well, joining us now is Green Party MP and former spokesperson of Soil and Health New Zealand, Steffan Browning. Good morning, Steffan.
Good morning.
What is the real issue here? Because the bill is about making food safe.
Yes, and there's a lot of very positive things about the bill, and some of it's modernising other acts. So that's good, but it really drives down far too far bureaucratically into what is really Kiwi culture. Green Party, it certainly wants healthy, safe food, affordable food, local food, and so that's positive, except this bill actually discourages rather than encourages people that are small growers and growing your own and sharing it and selling it.
How does it discourage small growers, small producers?
Well, while we can see the whites of the customer's eyes, you can actually pass it to them, you can sell it to them, you can barter it and do whatever, as long as you can see that person. As soon as you decide you've got a bit of surplus and you want to put it through to a shop,
dairy, yep.
Local dairy, yeah, organic shop if it was me, whatever, that's when it all goes to hang. That you have to start to be regulated, that you'd have to, you might get an exemption, There's huge power to the minister that you wouldn't expect in terms of regulation, and we actually need to push back a bit and have more people exempt through the legislation rather than leaving it for the discretion of bureaucrats and the minister.
So the minister says, look, there's lots of misinformation out there, things like seed savings not going to be outlawed, but as soon as you get into that food safety verification registration costs, do you think it's just going to get too hard for the small fry?
It is, and we're really pleased the minister heard us about the seed saving, but for the smaller grower, definitely.
This bill has gone on for 4 years' worth of submissions, and we're talking now about more consultation. Surely enough has been said?
No, I don't think so. And I was part of early consultation in the Consumer Forum of Food Safety that they've restarted without key people and watchdogs. But no, it certainly needs to be open for submissions. Most people were unaware that the submission process was there. The bigger players, the councils and big food industry, Horticulture New Zealand were there. Farmers Markets New Zealand, sure, but most growers had no idea.
So more to come on this. Steffan Browning,
Absolutely.
Greens MP, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.